Hey there, Damon and Kiala here, back for day 3. We hope you've been making smoothies with us.
Yeah, smoothie makers. All right, so it's day 3, and we're just gonna keep it. I say this every time. We're gonna do our best to keep it simple every single video. So a couple things we want to start off with, though. We're gonna jump to making the smoothie, but before we do that, yesterday we talked about coconut milk and the fact that this was our very first time using it in 8 years. Of smoothie making, that we had never used coconut milk before. So we bought the one that we thought would be the best, organic, non-GMO. But what we noticed is it's got a lot of other stuff in it that we don't want to have in our diet. We're not saying it's a bad product or anything like that. We're just saying there are some things in it that we don't particularly care to have in our diet every day. So today, because we don't have an alternative, we didn't have time to go to the store, we're going to use coconut water, which is something we kind of keep this in the house, and this is just organic coconut water. There's nothing else in it. But what that means is the consistency and the creaminess of the smoothie will shift because it's water and not milk. So we're going to add, today's recipe is mango green colada. And we're going to add a banana in ours to add a little bit of thickness and give it a little bit of a more creamy consistency to kind of make up for the fact that we're taking out the coconut milk. But tomorrow we are going to replace it with, so the simplegreensmoothies.com, they have a whole list of recipes on their site. And one of the recipes they have is a do-it-yourself coconut milk. So we're going to try to make that today. And then hopefully tomorrow we'll have made at home, do it yourself, organic, we know everything that's in it, coconut milk. If not, we'll just keep using coconut water, but we'll see how it turns out. So stay with us for that, but we'll be right back to make the mango green colada.
Yeah, let's get it started.
All right, see you back here in a second. Okay, so we're going to do a quick sort of intermission moment. We've got most of the ingredients in the smoothie, or in the container, but we wanted to tell you 2 things before we do the whole blending up. So we said we were adding a banana to sort of compensate for not having the coconut milk, and we just wanted to show you one of our tips, one of the things we do, because we do buy bananas. Like if you're going to buy it for the whole week, you're likely going to be buying more than 3 bananas. So we end up, like right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bananas sitting over there because we use bananas in our smoothie, pretty much almost all of them. So one thing we do is when we see some of the bananas getting really, really brown like this, see how brown that is? But it's not bad, right? That just really means it's super sweet. But if we're not ready to use it, we don't want it to go bad. So what we do is we peel it and put it in saran wrap and then place it in the freezer. Then when we're ready to actually use it, we just pop it into the smoothie, and it almost helps with like some of the coldness. Because I like ice in mine. I like mine to be really cold, so it helps. It's like a good added benefit. Frozen banana. Now, doing it this way, you're not going to leave these bananas in your freezer for like 6 weeks. You want to use them, pretty soon after you do that. Otherwise, freezer burn and all that other stuff sets in. So that's one tip for stretching your dollar so that you don't have a bunch of bananas going bad and then you have to end up throwing them away.
Yeah, and they're like little banana ice cubes. That's what I like about them.
Yeah.
So they're kind of cool. Smart thing to do. And we also have in here a mango. And I don't know if you ever try to eat a mango by itself, but you can end up with the juice coming all down your arm. And they're very messy. So, and I made a mess over here by the sink trying to get this into the container. But we're going to share a link with you all later that shows you how to cut a mango so that you can enjoy a mango on a nice Saturday morning.
Yeah, so that'd be cool because it's a cool little video. We tried it a couple of times and it actually does work. It's a neat way. Shows you how to cut the mango so that it, like Damon said, it isn't like so messy, because there is a mess over there right now, which I'm not cleaning it.
Tasted good. It was a fun mess to make and delicious too.
All right, so we're gonna blend this up.
If you like green colada,
that's what this is.
Welcome back.
All right, welcome back. Let's do the pour. Got my ice and my straw. Let's pour yours first.
All right. I like when my glass gets poured first. Even though I end up having to wait, right?
You don't. In a normal situation, folks, he does not wait. Only because we're doing a little cheers and toast and we're tasting at the same time. Otherwise, he's half of his smoothie is gone by the time I get to my smoothie.
That's right.
Okay, I've got to do my stirring, have my ice. But while we're doing this, while I'm stirring, we also want to share some tips with you today about just how to make smoothies a lifestyle. It's easier to do for 30 days than it is to do for the rest of your life. Like, if you start to incorporate it into your everyday, then it can become easier. But for 30 days in your mind, you're like, I only got to do it for 30 days. I only got to do it for 30 days. Look at this. And then, here, let's just do it because I'm not going to be able to talk while he's distracting me, distracting you. This is what he does. All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Drink your smoothie.
I already know it tastes good.
Awesome. Wow, that's good. The coconut water is a really good addition. I like that. Maybe we just do coconut water with a banana to balance out the, we'll see. Anyway, so let's talk about, okay, so let me just say, we have friends who will say to us, well, it's easy for you all to make smoothies every day because you work from home. So we do both work from home, but we didn't both always work from home. Throughout this 8-year journey of ours, one of us has always worked outside of the house at some point. So one of us might work at home and the other has to go out to work. Sometimes both of us were going out to work every day. So we've had both experiences, the work from home experience, which does make it easier, and the going out and having to go to a regular job every single day. So we have some tips that we want to share with you about how to turn it into a lifestyle, because 30 days in your mind you can say, okay, I can do this for 30 days. This is easy. I can make this work. But it's thinking long term. It's thinking beyond the 30 days, and how do you make this a lifestyle? How do you build this into your everyday, and it just becomes habit, just like popping a Pop-Tart in the toaster becomes a habit, or swinging through McDonald's to get an Egg McMuffin becomes habit. How do you make this a part of your habit? So we want to share some tips with you on how to do that.
Yeah, the first thing you have to do is make it an intentional part of your routine. You have to consciously decide that this is what I'm going to do. And then after a while, I don't know, a week or two, you'll fall into that rhythm where it becomes habit and easy to do. But you have to go into it with conscious intention.
Absolutely.
That'd be our first recommendation.
Yeah, so eat with intention, shop with intention, plan with intention. So how we do that, even working from home, we still have to have a plan. We can't just go to the grocery store and say, let's buy a bunch of fruits and vegetables. Mm-hmm. We actually create a plan, like here's what we're going to eat for the week, here's what we're going to do. And Damon actually has a downloadable menu planner, shopping list planner thing. We'll link to it below so you can get it from his website. And it just helps us make sense of it, right? So when we go to the store, we aren't willy-nilly. We aren't buying a lot of things that we're not going to use, that end up going bad, and then we waste money. And we're very, how many things of kale do we need? Do we need 1 or 4? How many things of spinach? And we can just be more mindful. So shopping with intention is a big one for us. So that's one of the tips. I think the other thing is, for those of you who are couples, even if it's not husband-wife couple, but maybe you're just like you got a roommate, or maybe you have a buddy, like a work buddy, somebody who you can tag team with. Having one person make the smoothies for 2 days is really good, because then that other person doesn't feel like it's, oh my God, every day I got to get up and make a smoothie and I got to be the one, right? But if you tag team, then it can become a little less daunting for the one person who has to do all the work. Or tag teaming the prep. So one person preps all the vegetables and cuts everything up, and then the other person does the blending. So just thinking of ways that you can, if there are 2 of you, how you can divvy up the work and make the workload not so heavy on one person. That's another one. Yeah. What else?
I agree with that 100%. Yeah. Sometimes I go in to make a smoothie because I know it's my smoothie day, and one of my incentives is I can't wait till tomorrow when I'm not making a smoothie.
So just to be honest and transparent, he does do most of the work. I put it on him most of the time. But it works out. We got a system.
Yeah, because she makes the salads in the evening, so I mean we're good.
Right. So we have a system.
But
so
teamwork is the key.
That's what we're saying. Get a system, teamwork. For those of you who are single and you're not coupled up, think of a person at work. Wrangle somebody in at work who would benefit from this kind of lifestyle. Invite them in. You guys shop together. You can split the cost of things. You can make the smoothies one day. They can make the smoothies, later in the week. Whatever it is, but just find somebody like an accountability buddy, somebody that can help you kind of stay on track and really turn this into a habit. And trust me, after you do it for a while and you start to develop your own system, it really does become second nature, just like everything else. Waking up in the morning and, making an egg or doing whatever it is, whatever your current, routine is. Some people set their coffee makers to automatically grind their coffee and be making coffee when they wake up, right? And then the first thing they do is they come down and get their coffee. Well, what if you changed your routine and it was just, you came down and you made your smoothie, right? So it's just mindset shift a little bit.
And I want to add something else about the power of a partner and being on the same page.
Yeah.
There's a collective consciousness here. When we're on the same page, it's easy for me to stay more focused when my partner is also focused and on the same page. So if you don't have somebody that's directly in your life, like Kiala said, find a friend, find somebody at work with you. It's a lot funner to do this when you're doing it with someone than doing it by yourself.
Yeah.
Because no one wants to feel like a lonely boat out there adrift in the sea.
Yeah. And I'll add to when we started this journey, Damon had already been talking a lot about the Vitamix and so this is back in like 2007. He had already been talking about this, and then I had a major health scare, and it shook me up a little bit. And as a result of it, I lost a couple of jobs. I was at home a lot. I was just having a lot of stuff happen that I couldn't control. And so being able to take control of my health, and what I say is like take control. I took my life back, basically.
Yeah.
I did a lot of research. I was spending days trying to figure out what is wrong, what's going on with my body, how can I fix this, how can I get back to my, normal state of, healthiness. And so the smoothies became a part of that, and it was very easy for us. At the beginning, it wasn't. But what we did is we said, everybody in the house is drinking smoothie. This is not debatable. This is what we're doing. We're throwing out all the bad stuff, bringing in good stuff, and we're just going cold turkey. And so that was kind of our drastic way to do it. And I'm sharing this with you, not for sympathy, not for but to say, don't let it get to a place, like I let it get to a place where it was out of desperation that we made this decision and this choice, or that I did anyway, and then I drug my family along with me. Do it while you're healthy and well. Don't wait until you're in a situation where it's like this is the last resort. So yeah, I just wanted to add that piece.
Now, I'm glad you shared that, because it is more important, well, I should say more powerful if you take control of your situation while you're healthy. They say there's no better time to focus on health than when you're healthy. Don't wait until you're faced with those kinds of issues, because Kiala can attest to it. It's a lot tougher to overcome that challenge when you're faced with trying to figure all these other things out, right? So focus on your health while you got it.
Yes, absolutely. So as we close out, I want to give a big shout out to two of my friends who I'm super proud of and excited that they're joining in the journey. So we're in day 3, and just in 3 days, 2 of them have already sort of connected with me and said, we're joining in. We want to be a part of this. So big shout out to my best, dearest, one of my oldest friends, and I won't say how long we've known each other. Let's just say maybe since we were like 10 or 11, and we'll leave it at that. To my friend Erica and her husband Idris. I hope Idris is on the challenge with you, Erica.
You got to do it, Idris. Don't make Erica do it alone.
So Erica, she's already gone out and bought her ingredients. So Erica, I can't wait to chat with you this weekend and check up and see how that's going. So cheers to you and Idris for joining the challenge. And then to another friend who I've known for a very long time, since like my first or second year in undergrad in college. And we weren't really close in college, but we had a mutual friend that we were both close to. But we've gotten closer over the years, like over the last few years, she and I have really connected again. And so she does a lot of like transformative coaching and that kind of thing. So I'll link to her below, but her name is Nikki. So Nikki, cheers to you for joining us on the journey. I know you already drink smoothies and you do a lot of healthy things in your life, so I'm excited to see how this kind of smoothie making shifts things for you. One of Nikki's big things is shift, move, receive. You know, shift things in your life so that you can move into your purpose and receive what is coming to you in life. And so I will link to Nikki below because she does some amazing work in the world, and I think this just adding this to her repertoire is going to make her even more powerful.
Oh, big time.
I'm super excited, and hopefully Al will be able to join in with you when he's in town. I know he works a lot out of town, so.
We've never met Al, but don't make her do it by herself.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to it. And so to those of you who are chiming in, there are a couple people who've been leaving comments on the videos. We are so honored to be on this journey with you and very grateful that we're able to open up our home and share this with you. Very grateful to Jen and Jada for creating this space, starting this conversation, spearheading this 30-day challenge, and really doing something that I think can change and shape the world in a positive way. So,
yeah, thank you, Jen and Jada.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
All right, so go and have your mango green colada, and we'll see you back here tomorrow for, what is it? Tomorrow, I love the name of the smoothie tomorrow, Sweet Freedom. Isn't that awesome?
This is liberation here, baby.
Yeah, sweet freedom. All right, so we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Cheers.
Cheers.